Good evening, and thank you all for joining us tonight. This is Wings of Paper and our MLK Day Cabaret. We are doing this not only to continue the mission of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but also to raise money for the Black Theater Alliance of Philadelphia and their mission of uplifting Black theater artists in the greater Philadelphia area. Super excited to be here. Super excited. I got a script and everything, y'all, but I'm just like, all right, let me focus more people. I want to thank everyone who got tickets and donated thus far. This provides a big help for Black Theater Alliance Philadelphia, as well as organizations that we'll get a chance to talk to tonight. We'll interview some of the performers. We'll talk with Noelle Johnson, who is a steering member of BTAP, to hear more about the great work they're doing. In addition, this supports Wings of Paper as well as the artists you will be seeing here tonight. As you may know or may not know, Wings of Paper is a nonprofit theater in Northeast Philadelphia, dedicated to exploring all that theater can be. By providing space, resources, and a collaborative support system to local artists, we foster an innovative, equitable, and vibrant community. Which brings us to tonight. In honor of Dr. King, I find it more important not to highlight his dream, which has been whitewashed and watered down over the years, and instead highlight the mission of Dr. King, which is needed in order to achieve his dream. See, Dr. King knew that the biggest threat to America was something other than mere outright hatred and bigotry. So I'd like to share with you a quote from Dr. King that doesn't get amplified enough. Writing from one of the numerous times he was arrested for being Black, and yes, he was arrested for being Black. If you're trying to he was really arrested for this, he was arrested for being Black. Shout out to my wife, Rebecca, for getting me this legalized melanin shirt, because yeah. So when numerous times he was arrested for being Black, every white person's favorite civil rights leader, Dr. King, said, "The Negro's greatest stumbling block in his stride towards freedom is not the Ku Klux Klan, but the white moderate who is more devoted to order than to justice, who prefers a negative peace, which is the absence of tension, to a positive peace, which is the presence of justice, who constantly says, 'I agree with you in the goal you seek, but I cannot agree with your methods of direct action.'" So with those words in my mind and fueling my heart, I am incredibly glad to have you all here tonight. Tonight is going to be joyous. And that joy is going to look different and come in different forms, because joy, like Black people, is not a monolith. I sometimes have to remind myself that as a Black person, my mere presence in the United States is an act of resistance. And therefore, me choosing to speak my mind is an act of rebellion. That means if I choose to use my voice to tell the truth about my place in the world, that makes me so powerful that it's scary. But not scary to everybody. Just scary to those who are afraid to make change and only want progress at a pace that they dictate. They're so afraid of the truth that they'll try to bury it. They're so afraid of the truth, if they can't bury it, they'll lie about it. They're so afraid of the truth, if they can't lie about it, they'll steal it and call it theirs. They're so afraid of the truth, if they can't steal it, they'll kill it. They are so afraid of the truth, if they can't kill it, they'll imprison it. They are so afraid of the truth, if they can't bury it, lie about it, whitewash it, kill it, or imprison it, they'll deport it. And if they can't do any of that, they'll run from it. That's how afraid of the truth so many are. Well, you're going to see and hear a lot of truth tellers here tonight, and we ain't chasing after nobody. Allow me to give you a rundown of the excellence, magical brilliance, and incredible performance we're going to see tonight. We have Cydney Brown, Deleqúa, Stefahn Khalid, Beatrice Alonna, Barney, and we're going to close it out with magnificent Jade Chandler. Their Venmo and Cash App info will be on screen to begin and end their performances. And you can also find this information in the body of the YouTube description. Really want to highlight that. If what you see brings you joy, release, thoughtfulness, or anything that makes you feel seen, or maybe it makes you feel a little more hopeful, we ask that you tip them and show some love. They put some time and effort into helping make the world a better place for all of us. So please feel free to make it rain all over the Venmo and Cash Apps. And that goes for me too. My priority number 1, rid the world of white supremacy. Number 2, get paid. So my Cash App is there too. Oh yeah, holla at your boy. All right, now if I can tell some truths, I'm realizing now that I probably should have asked for money before I started going in on people real quick and calling out certain members of our audience, maybe if they need to be called out. But hey, what's priority number 1, right? All right, so let's do this. CJ's about to tell y'all some truth. Get ready. The truth is, America has a problem with acknowledging white supremacy. And that's because America has a problem with acknowledging and recognizing white complacency, which is a soil which allows white supremacy to grow and flourish. Originally, I planned on breaking down what white complacency is, but I figured out just laying out some examples would be better to help people understand. So here are some ways to know if you're a white complacent. If you have ever been surprised when a racist was elected president, yet you're fully aware that our nation's capital is still named after a slave owner, you might be a white complacent. If you've taught your children more about Santa Claus than you have Mary, Jesus, and Stacey Abrams combined, you might be a white complacent. Look, the way I see it is if they can understand how Santa, the elves, and reindeer travel the entire world in one night, deliver all those gifts, they can understand what it's like. They can understand what it's for a refugee and the Electoral College. So, or you can just stop lying to your children, whatever. If you're disgusted by the idea of slavery, like just sickens you to think about slavery, but you feel nothing but joy when you watch college football, you might be a white complacent. Unpaid black labor being bossed around by a white dude, making millions of money for him and the institutions. That sound familiar? If you're thinking right now, but not all the coaches are black, and not all the coaches are white, and not all the players are black, yeah, you're definitely a white complacent. And lastly, if you hate the Confederate flag, but you still feel a sense of pride in the flag that continues to justify murdering law enforcers, denying black and brown people education and employment opportunities, and continues the genocide of indigenous people to this day, well, thank you for listening to my truths. Now let's get into it. This event here tonight is we were brought here by Dr. King, the great man who inspired us all. As I think about Dr. King, I think about what he's known for and what he was truly about. And I'm brought to echo the words of the great Kendrick Lamar. Martin had a dream, and that dream was uplifted by the same ones who chose not to oppose the oppressor. It reaps us no fruit for them to say our lives matter, yet only respond to hate speech with awkward laughter. When they half step, they half check. It's a rigged system with a scam test. That pseudo allyship led to a knee on that man's neck. So answer this riddle if you're brave enough to think a little. What's more threatening to America, assault rifles or Skittles?
The time is always right. The time is always right. To do what's right. The time is always right to do what's right. If I had a dream, would you still be sleeping? If you fought for justice, would Black mothers still be weeping? When we stand still, we are seen as a threat. The National Guard intrudes on our peaceful protests, yet people storm the Capitol with their red caps and all, yet Colin Kaepernick took a knee and his career took a fall. Take a knee in solidarity. Be the change you want to see. Don't come at me with your apologies, then still support racist policies. The time is always right to do what's right, but time is running out. We can't wait for you to stand with us. Silence is just a detour on our freedom bus. It's not my job to teach you how to care. Equality is as important as breathing fresh air. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Why can't you see? Your inaction is stopping me from being free.
Hear it just makes me feel so hopeful. We are blessed and graced tonight to be joined by Cydney Brown. Cydney, are you with us?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was incredible.
Right? You good. I hope you're talking about yourself. You're incredible. Absolutely phenomenal. Every time I hear it, it's like the first time I heard it again. I get something different and out of it every time. You're absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us your great work. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Cydney, if you would like to, if you could share with us about any of your process or maybe inspiration, motivation, because you wrote this specifically for this event, correct? You wrote something brand new for us.
Yes.
So, to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So of course, with me, I'm like a really last minute person. So I was looking at writing down little things about it, and I saw you had a quote prepared. So I was looking at that quote and thinking about it a lot. But when I write, I usually just write all my thoughts down. And I was thinking about what happened in Capitol Hill, and I was thinking about Martin Luther King Jr. And it was all just it's interesting how this is still unfolding and people are surprised by it. So I was just writing down what I was thinking, and I did a lot of revision and just kept rewriting it over again and rewriting it over again. And I would just find different lines that I really enjoyed and thought was really strong and people needed to hear. And I would just move them around to see how I liked it, how they sounded. And one of my favorite lines is people stormed the Capitol with their red caps and all, but Colin Kaepernick took a knee and his career took a fall. Because it's just the dynamic how everyone was oh, Colin Kaepernick shouldn't have his job or whatever. And then people storm the Capitol and they're oh, that happened. I can be surprised for one thing, but not surprised for another.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you for sharing that. Also, I'm going to steal that tactic, but just rewriting, and just focusing on things that stand out to me when I'm writing stuff. You inspired me. And to the point where you give me, so you're one of our younger performers. Is this your senior year?
No, junior.
Junior year. Okay, so we got you at Cydney is for those who don't know, Cydney is a student at the school where I teach, Abington Friends School. I teach middle school. Cydney's in the upper school. I've been hearing about her and reading her work forever. So to finally get a chance to work with you in this capacity has been great. Thank you for sharing that. Do you, being one of the younger performers here, do you feel a certain level of hope and inspiration when you think about your generation as moving forward? Because I'll be completely honest, I feel like my generation had a chance to screw it up. And I get inspiration from the younger people. Do you feel that your generation has a strong grasp on the role to make the world safer?
Yes, I definitely think we just say it like it is. Like, this is what's going on in the world, and like we need to change it and we need to take action. And I think that just by letting us know that our voices are powerful, like we're just telling older people like, hey, listen to us. Because I know like a lot of people my age, they think like, oh, we don't have enough power, or oh, like we're not wise enough. But the fact that we have voices and that people can hear us, that's enough for us to just make change in the world. So I just feel like our generation can definitely like change the world, and we have the power to do it. It just, I think, getting that mentality to think that, hey, we can actually do it now instead of like waiting until we can do it.
Gotcha. That makes, yeah. So just going to get it. You got a chance to
Yeah.
get it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. That means, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Appreciate that one. Other stuff about you. You are phenomenally well-rounded, talented artist. You've written a book already. Is that
Yeah.
correct? You have
Yes,
a
I
book. You
have.
want to tell us about that a little bit?
Yes. So I've been like working on this for like a couple of years now, I would say. Like I have like a poem, one there from 7th grade that I wrote, and it's just a bunch of different collections of poetry that I just wrote throughout my life. And it really talks about different friendships that I've had, social justice issues, just relationships that I encountered, and how I've dealt with that all. And like just for you to just look at it, it's like my thoughts, just daydreaming, and how when I'm daydreaming, I'll think about so many different things, but I have to like come back into the present and actually like take action with what I'm doing.
Wow, that's great. Is there a way we can where can we get access or check out your
Yeah,
book?
so you can check it out on cydtalks.com. I only have a few copies left, so please get it while you can. So that's cydtalks.com.
Thank you so much. I got a feeling that by the end of this, maybe you'll be sold out. All right. Also, speaking of your writing talent, you are. I want everyone who's watching to know this, that we are graced with the Philadelphia Youth Poet Laureate. Yeah, it blows my mind every time that they're just like, yes, like legendary greatness right here in front of us. Could you want to tell us some about receiving that and what that means?
Yeah. When I oh my gosh, I was so excited to get it. I prayed every night that I would get it, and then I did, and it was just like the best moment ever, and I was jumping up and down in my house. Um, I think it's just amazing to when you feel like a little bit insecure, like your whole life, like, oh, maybe I'm not that good at this, like maybe I should stop, like, da, da, da. And then you are recognized for something. I think that's a lot, and that's really helped me like just improve my confidence a little bit more. And then I would say just being able to meet so many different people in my community that I otherwise wouldn't have gotten the chance to, it just has been so incredible. And to have like little girls like talk to me like, oh, I want to be a poet, I want to like write like you, I want to do this, it's just, I love that. And I just love being able to like inspire other people to realize that like poetry can work for anyone, and you don't have to you don't have to have a title to be a poet. Like I was a poet way before I was named Youth Poet Laureate. But just like if you write and you enjoy it, then you're a poet.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, so inspiring. Last thing before we get you out, one, thank you again for taking the time. Is there anything you have coming up that you like people to know about?
Yes. So you can go on my website, as I said before, and there's a workshop that I'm going to be having in February. So if you're a youth writer, or if you don't write, but you want to write like a spoken word, it's focused on the Black Lives Matter movement. And we're just going to be at the end, you're going to have the end result of like a spoken word poem. We're going to be talking about like reciting the poem, like how to start it, and all those different things. And you're going to have like a little community to share your poem with. So if you're a youth writer or you want to write a poem, please come out and you can sign up on my website.
That's incredible. Look at you doing your thing, making me feel hope about the future. Thank you, Cydney Brown. I appreciate it. Much love to you. Thank you for taking the time to make for us.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Much love. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
So inspiring, so incredible. Just gives me just so much hope for the future. Like, all right, the world is in good hands. We just, I just feel like at my place as a grown up, I just need to make sure that the youth is safe and what do they need, and just get out of their way and let them go. It's that connection that Blackness has with each other. Like Blackness has always flourished with a certain level of spiritual grace, from securing solace through centuries of oppression to providing support as we transition beyond narrow societal expectations and into a more inclusive environment. The evolution of spiritual Blackness is fueled by the grace that backs us. And as we survive, strive, thrive with pride through all factions, it's important that we remember the greatest factor. Love it so much. Love it so much. I've been humming that song all week, and we are also fortunate enough to be graced with the presence of Deleqúa. Deleqúa, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah,
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Doing well.
Thank you. I'm actually headed to do. Thank you. On another friend shows of my another show that I'm about to do. So I've just been on the go tonight, just in honor of Martin Luther King Day for real.
Absolutely. Well, busy woman, we won't hold you up too long though. We just want to touch base, and if you could share some of your day with us. Absolutely. So one, I don't know if you heard. Oh, please, it's our honor. Thank you so much. So since I heard you sing this song in the space, I've been humming it and singing it nonstop all week. Deleqúa, are you still there? Oh, there you go. Yeah. Could you want to share with us some of the?
I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
I was saying, do you want to share with us
one more time? Say it one more time.
Did you want to share with us why you chose and selected this song?
Yeah. So when it was brought to my attention what you all were doing, I thought about the grace of God, and Black people. That's what got us through. Was God and prayer and togetherness, and knowing that one day we're going to make it somewhere that is great, which is what we call heaven. So oppressed. We were such an oppressed people. I still think humans are oppressed, but Black people specifically were oppressed in a time such as that. It was only grace that they had to really, man, I can do something. I have something that's given me something. Everything wasn't right, so they just needed some grace just to keep on to give up. I'm sure of it.
Absolutely. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. And I could feel that when you were in the space recording the song for us. Is there, did it feel anyway when you were there singing and having recorded, being in the space? What was that like? Was there any type of also spiritual movement there and connection that you felt as you were doing it there?
I definitely did. The beat was created. I felt like, wow, like I said, I just was looking, the song just rang more powerful to me as I was looking at of our culture and of just being African American. The people who have paved the way for that really kept me going, and I felt the spirit of it in there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And lastly, because I know you're busy at places, if you had to deliver one message to those who are listening and watching tonight, what would it be?
Walk in love.
Walk in love. Thank you. Thank you, Deleqúa.
Thank you all. You all be blessed.
Absolutely. Have a great night. Be safe. We'll talk to you later. It's all so great. Oh, so great. Thank you all so much. Remember to hit up those Venmo and Cash Apps if you're seeing something that is really moving you. When I think about just Delequa's performance followed by Cydney's performance, I'm thinking about just the layers and layers of everything that Black people have to deal with on a daily basis, and how we are able to move past that. Just layers and layers and layers. It's like layers and layers and layers. We move. They hate us and degrade us, but know we the truth. Our faith is the greatest. We master all stages, and we ain't got nothing to prove. Layers and layers and layers we move. They hate us, degrade us, but know we the truth. Our faith is the greatest. We master all stages, and we ain't got nothing to prove. Layers and layers and layers we move. They hate us the greatest, but know we the truth. Our faith is the greatest. We master all stages, and we ain't got nothing to prove. Layers and layers and layers we move. They hate us the greatest, but know we the truth. Our faith is the greatest. We master our stages, and we ain't got nothing to prove. Layers and layers and layers we move. They hate us the greatest, but know we the truth. Our faith is the greatest. We master our stages, and we ain't got nothing to prove.
What you mean now, what you mean? I can never slack or back up on my dream. All these rings got me feeling like I can. Bustin' moves, had to hit them with the screens. Jump away, that's a stream. See us mobbing, 116. Ain't no way I'll ever let you in between. Cause what you say ain't what you mean, ain't what you mean. I was always pippin' with the flow. I support the greatest. Give and go. Try to hit me with the bad vibes, let them know. Shake the dust up off my feet before they hit the floor. Focus on the ones I love, yeah, that my folks. People love to talk, but don't really know. Catch me outside on the field, that's a goal. Going for conversion, extra points on the low. All I know is come a winter to the summer. Work on top of work, you know we did a ton of. Moving low key like we digging tunnels. Haters, I don't see you on my Stevie Wonder. Guess it's safe to say I stay in my lane. Always on time, never hesitate. Watch the execution, I'ma demonstrate. Tryna hit me with your regulations.
What you mean, what you mean? I can never slack or back up on my dream. I'm a fresh prince, got me feeling like Hakeem. Or maybe Will Smith, fall black like MIB. You can hear me from down the street. It ain't really if I don't feel it in my spleen. Ain't no way I'll ever let you in between. Cause what you saying with you, cool. Go ahead. Here we go. She wanna know how to pronounce my name, I'm like it's alright. I'm picture perfect, I don't need no canon like Mariah. I'm making movies, I direct like I control the choir. I got it groovy, then they kick me out the church like hiya. A rubber W ain't the cleanest in the club, I'm fly out. Your baby mama told me that you not a good supplier. So I'm a father figure to Malik and Ananiah. I'm not the daddy, oh no, the devil is a liar. It's going down, but I can guarantee you, baby, we are. At first they couldn't see, now everybody wanna be us. I said I'm not the one, don't make me have to play Virginia. I got a stripper friend that told me she believe in Jesus. I ain't come here to prove nothing. I've been woke before what's cool. In my fire, y'all hit the snooze button. The flow's hot, but I'm ice cold like I'm on a remake of Cool Runnings. The same things that y'all dream about are the same things that I do in public. No discussion.
What you mean and what you mean? I can never slack or back up on my dream. All these rings got me feeling like I can. Bustin' moves, had to hit them with the screens. Jump away, that's a stream. See us mobbing, 116. Ain't no way I'll ever let you in between. Cause what you say ain't what you mean, ain't what you mean.
I swear each act I just get more and more inspired. Now to force myself, calm down, you got the rest of the show to do. You can't get too amped up right now. Shout out to Stefahn Khalid and his movement, dance and choreography, just absolutely phenomenal. I love when you can see and feel the blackness in a performance, because if you can see it and you can feel it, then you ain't got no choice but to hear it. You hear that? Power, flow, and black energy, doing the most with max synergy, telling our own stories and constructing our own symphonies. You hear that? More than the sum of our parts, the light, the shine, and the spark, the soul of this nation and the source of this country's heart. You hear that? Been here before the hashtag shares and likes, survived the anthems, monuments, and fights, not going gently and bringing the light to the night. You hear that?
Hear my heartbeat. The rhythm of my heart skips like a regular schizophrenic. Instability in its patterns. Why am I feeling apologetic, I wonder? I see you advocating in my heart, that makes me glad, but I wonder, would you still be if this wasn't a fad? I gotta keep the social distance from this pain that I carry, perplexed in my state of mind, of the weight that I bury beneath my smile. So many thoughts of what's happening before me. I see them glorifying riots, but not telling my story. We get the paintbrush and the easel, but they're painting pics for us. We're screaming loud, but they're crying loud enough to ignore us. I may seem broken, but I'm not defined by that label. My people didn't fight for me to live like horse in a stable. I'm stable thinking, empowered by my positive thoughts. No longer drowning by oppression. My impression, it sparks my generation. Generation moving while in my seat. I'm racing quick on my feet. I may be tired, but moment you can hear my heartbeat. My heart is beating, breaking the barriers. When I'm fighting insufficient, when I'm feeling inferior. Stand strong, scream loud, we're black, we're proud. Rumbling, hear the voice, we the people. And you can hear my heartbeat. Hear us through the pain and the joy. Hear our hearts beat, even when you kill us. George Floyd, hear our hearts beat. Even in the darkness, our blackness is showing. Hearts beat, cause through it all, we keep going. Hear our hearts beat. Hear our hearts beat. You can hear my heartbeat. Yeah. Hear my heartbeat. You can hear my heartbeat.
Shout out Beatrice Alonna and her amazing work there. Heartbeat. Yes, we hear your heartbeat. I hear your heartbeat. I feel your heartbeat because it's mine too. It's the collective heartbeat of Black people. And that collective brings us together and helps us hold on to each other when we need it. Because truth be told, when the place you call your homeland treats you like you're an invader, you gotta hold on. When the school system is more accepting of school shooters than they are diversity and inclusion, we gotta hold on. When they bend over backwards to help those addicted to opioids, and at the same time bend over backwards to imprison us for marijuana, we gotta hold on. When it feels like life is screaming at you and calling you worthless and saying that you're nothing, we gotta hold on. We gotta hold on to each other and hold on to the truth. Hold on to the truth that if our presence is enough to incite hate, then it's definitely more than enough to deserve love. Hold on to that love for each other. Hold on to that love for yourself. Hold on to love. Hold on.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I will offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there's no one there to dry your tears, I will hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I will never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue, I would go to the end for you to make you feel my love. highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I'll make you happy, make your dreams come true. No, there's nothing that I would not do. I would go to the end for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
I told someone, telling a friend of mine the other day that if I could have Charlie's voice, I don't think I would speak. I think I would just sing everything to everybody. Good morning, or whatever it may be. Just so beautiful to hear. And I love that he uses that talent to spread love and just happiness for everyone. So grateful for Charlie Barney. I think about the message of that song and how it inspires me when I have hope, or when people give me hope, when I know people believe in me. It's a little easier to risk things. I'm gonna go get it anyway. But when I know people got my back, it's just really, really, really helpful for me. And I think about how we should always be doing that for each other, specifically for younger people, so that they can live out all of their dreams. Like, I think about it and I ask myself, what happens to a dream maximized? Does it blossom and bloom like a lily in the field? No chance to be lost or consumed, denied or concealed? What is our role to play as we allow the youth to craft the stage of childhood? A playground to stay sound and chase away the hate now. From the rhymes of the nursery to that first day of nervousness being away from family, to the moment of realization that we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. What happens and what does it mean to maximize what is not yet seen?
Question: what would have happened if we stayed out of grown folk business? Stayed young, ignorant and vigilant of capitalist monsters under the bed, stayed free. Question: what killed the child is to have good manners. Is to laugh at words like fart, boogies, and mole. Is to speak regardless of when spoken to. Is to play. I wonder, did maturity kill the child? Leaving behind dreams sketched in sandboxes, imaginations built with Legos, and innocent curiosity was pure. Was just how we made it up to be in our own little worlds when life was endless, and regardless of impossibilities, challenges, obscurity in our vision, and defeat in our mind, God defined our dreams as it is finished, and we believed it. Our thoughts were magnetized to a treadmill of optimism, with our dreams running on forever like our coloring pages. We're magnetized to refrigerators where our proudest work was displayed, so every morning when we ate our cereal, we would recollect previous fantasies, pondering on bigger and more extravagant dreams like fancy cars, weddings, and the Olympics. Oh, the joy of dreaming outside of bondage and prospering your prosperity through permanent marker you're not supposed to have. Anything better than the tale society authored you. Do as you feel and not as you know. You make it last, wanting the ignorance as permanent as can be before you realize your island on pillow and the American dream is lava, too far from couch, too far from refrigerator fantasies that are replaced with dreams to make it to the upper class while still rubbing your broken genie glass, granting your wish list like your birthday candlesticks. Your wishes increase year after year, blowing out time's flames. You must be tired of impersonating a robotic machine, living paycheck to paycheck, trying to fit and stuff your dreams into a template of achievement. And in this country, any coloring outside of the lines is times out of your mind, controlled and white of child, of those storybook dreams. To be followed like the Lamb did Mary, confident in conquering its fears over the London Bridges falling down, letting go of all of your insecurities, falling beneath your pride like the feet under Humpty Dumpty's body. Your time for conformity is over, like Jack and Jill's pail flips over and again, and rowing, rowing, rowing your boat down the stream where life is but a dream in the time. It's hickory dickory dock ticking, running down on your life's time clock. It's like you're sinking in quicksand with time pulling you down by your ankles. You're on your knees, surrendering to the future. It's like you're cemented into an ocean of complacency, and I guess you've become desensitized to time's ticking because you're trapped in your thinking with your desires concealed to your daydreams. Question: what would it be like if you let the child in you live? If you be child again, free again, would you remember who you are to be and answer to your lucid dreams?
I love it. I love it all so much. It just fills me up with so much joy, hope, and inspiration. Thank you, Jade Chandler. I want to just list all of the artists again that you heard tonight. We started with Cydney Brown, moved to Deleqúa, then Stefahn Khalid, Beatrice Alonna, you're from Charlie Barney, and then you close it out with yes, her from Jade Chandler. We want to remind you again that those Venmo and Cash Apps are in the body of the YouTube link in case you missed it as they were coming up on screen. What I want to let you all now know is that we are joined by a very, very special guest, Noelle Diane Johnson from Black Theater Alliance Philadelphia. Hey, Noelle, how are you?
Hi, I'm well. How is everyone?
I'm doing great. Thank you for taking the time for us.
Absolutely, I'm thrilled.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about some about you as an artist and Black Theater Alliance Philadelphia in general. And just start out with asking you about what was it about Wings of Paper and this event, what you were doing, that really appealed to Black Theater Alliance Philadelphia?
Yeah, so our mission over at Black Theater Alliance of Philadelphia is to support Black theater artists in Philadelphia. So what better, project, what better way to just align with our mission and support all of the wonderful. I've been sitting backstage like blown away at the talent here. So we're thrilled. We're thrilled to support the Cabaret tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I know the feeling about being blown away by these people. Yeah, it's incredible. Would you like to tell us any more about what Black Theater Alliance Philadelphia is doing in terms of your programs you have going on?
Absolutely. So we launched in August of 2020 in response to everything that happened in 2020. And right now we are looking to continue our microgrant program. We're looking to do another round of microgrants for Black History Month. So keep an eye out for that. You can apply and receive a $200 microgrant. That's just for you to do anything you want with. Honestly, it's pandemic assistance. You can use it for your artistic life, whatever it is that you need. And then we're also looking into expanding our programming into a mentorship program. We're looking for mentors and mentees, as well as a healing workshop, which will be led by me. In alignment with the work that I do as an artist and artist advocate.
That's incredible. First, I want to thank you all for what you're doing with those microgrants. And it just, like, in the midst of a pandemic, when so many people in power and authority feel like they're turning backs on so many people, BTAP, Black Theater Alliance Philadelphia, and yourself have chosen to step up and help artists specifically who who've been hit hard by everything that's been going on. So just really, really, really thank you all for doing that. Also, tell me more about your healing workshops that you were saying.
Yeah. So I just finished my first round of healing workshops. The healing workshop is called Artists Heal Workshops, and it's designed for Black artists looking to explore the possibility of healing from collective, personal, ancestral, transgenerational trauma through creativity, spiritual, and artistic practice. So that workshop, I've been doing it on Zoom, obviously, because we are in a pandemic. But as we move forward and hopefully look to kind of be able to be in person again, I'm looking into doing a lot of body work, somatic energy practice with folks, and exploring how to release trauma through the body, specifically for folks in marginalized communities.
That sounds remarkable, and it's something that more beyond just sounds interesting to me, something that I really want to partake and participate in at some point in the future. That is, again, absolutely remarkable you're doing this. I just want to say thank you again there's a lot of talented people in the world whose priority is just to do them and get theirs. So for you and other artists to take your talent and your work effort to try to put it towards helping others, I deeply, deeply appreciate it. And I think that's one of what Black Theater Alliance Philadelphia and Wings of Paper have so much in common. Like we're here for us, and I'm not here for me, I'm here for you, I'm here for all of us. So I thank you for that. We have your website, warmweathernoelle.com, on the screen, so people can check that out and hear more, learn more about you. Is there anything else people can do to help out yourself as an artist or Black Theater Alliance Philadelphia?
Yeah, so for myself, keep an eye out for more information about workshops. BTAP will actually be hosting one of my workshops. So we're doing a collaboration together. So you should see more information on that. And in terms of Black Theater Alliance of Philadelphia, you can visit blacktheaterphiladelphia.org. We have our mission statement. We have a section for you to donate. And we are looking for feedback from not only Black artists, but also our white allies as to what you're looking for in the community, what resources you think would help Black artists at this time, what is it that you're looking for, and to try to get as many Black theater artists in Philadelphia involved in our program as possible.
I said it before, I keep saying thank you. Every time you speak about something, it's just like, I just keep wanting to say thank you, and I just appreciate and want to extend my gratitude on behalf of the entire Wings of Paper for taking the time to meet with us tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you, Noelle. I appreciate you. We'll talk to you later. Thank you. All right, friends, as we come to our conclusion, I want to give a shout out again just to everyone who helped make this happen. And I just want to start with the performers. Again, Cydney, in order that you saw today: Cydney Brown, Deleqúa, Stefahn Khalid, Beatrice Alonna, Charlie Barney, and Jade Chandler. Just absolutely outstanding work. I want to thank all of them for gracing us with their time and presence. We also, as we come to our conclusion, want to ask that you hang around after the credits. So in the credits, you're going to see all the people behind the scenes to help make it happen. I want to start naming names, but I know as soon as I start naming, I'm going to forget someone. So, like Memphis Bleak said, blame it on the brain, not the heart. Shout out to Angela Longo, Kristen Curley, Molly Jo Gifford, Stephanie Filippo. Anyone else I forgot, I apologize. Your name will be in the credits though, so shout out. I want to take some time to give a special shout out to my Aunt Fredrina, who's celebrating her birthday today. I'm not going to say which one it is, but just know that every year that you've graced our family with your presence has been a joyous one. Thank you, Aunt Fred. I love you. And thank you all for tuning in tonight. I deeply appreciate it. Again, I've been CJ Miller. I'm here for you. Thank you so much. Hang around after the credits so you can see a special message, season invitational from the Wings of Paper creative partners. Thank you, friends. I really appreciate you coming out. Much love. Talk to you later.
Just to make this, just to make this, just to make this, just to make this.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history
do I face it? Do I pay attention or stick to the basics? While living is basic, praying to God daily change it. Who am I blaming? Is it me, you, or is it Satan? Living is dangerous, you live depending on what color your face is. Face it, this killing is hating, save us, save us. Face it, this killing is hating, save us, save us.
Oh, hi. Hello. Where am I looking? Okay. It can definitely go in there. They said they're putting this in the fun reel. Make sure that plug gets in there too, so I can see that. So you know that I know that that's what's happening. This is my baby cakes. I'm loving this. Oh my goodness. This light is giving me just everything that I need right now. We're still filming and we're playing to the end of it. Like, oh my goodness. This is like.
Just to make this, just to make this, just to make this, just to make this.
Hello, everyone. We are so glad you joined us for the MLK Day Cabaret and wanted to take a moment while we have you here to share with you our 2021 season invitation. The year 2020 was rupturous and transformative. We, the new creative partners of Wings of Paper, inherited a theater company, and with it, a duty to reckon with our past to ensure a deliberately anti-racist future.
We are informed and inspired by We See You White American Theater and the Black Theater Alliance of Philadelphia, two organizations committed to the liberation of Black artists suffering under the malignant and unwarranted diagnosis of white American theater supremacy. Here at Wings of Paper, we champion radical honesty, accountable and liberatory growth. It is in this spirit we set a precedent and announce the theme of our newest Creative Partners season, Black Power.
We are committed to eradicating white supremacy from our practice at every level, striving towards a brave, empowering community for BIPOC artists to express themselves fully in the multitudes they contain. In this and every season, Wings of Paper Theater Company will not pander to white perceptions of non-white identity. We are not narrowly interested in parades of BIPOC trauma and grief. Our seasons will project the dynamism and humanity and will always be crafted and consulted with care and nuance.
Wings of Paper's season will be broken down into 4 components. The platform, which is our podcast series exploring our next season's theme. What exists, which will be an existing work imagined new. What could be, which will be a devised piece in relation to the existing work. And what gets us there, which will be things like classes and rentals and one-night events that we collaborate on with all of you wonderful people to keep the space alive. We are hoping as a collective to really foster our arts community, and we hope that you are excited to join us on this season's journey, as well as those that will follow. As these projects materialize, we will keep you updated through our website and on our social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook. In the meantime, if you have something that you would like to bring to the Mayfair Black Box, you can reach out to us at Wings of Paper Theater, that's theater with an R-E, at gmail.com. Thanks so much.